right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction, the former K1 World Grand Prix champion, heavyweight contender, Alistair Overeem. Kind of surprised you haven't shared the octagon with this guy yet.
Yes, we have seen Alistair Overeem for a really long time. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs. From the highest of highs as a Strikeforce heavyweight champ to the lowest of lows. He's been here and he's been around forever. But the one thing that you know when you think about Alistair Overeem is that when things get tough, he will evolve. He will get better. And recently, he has been back on the upswing in his career.
Alistair Overeem steps inside the octagon. He looks ready to go. While the bonuses and the accolades have continued to pile up for one of the best heavyweights in the world, Stipe Miocic, and rightfully so. Of course, who can forget when he wrested the belt away from Fabricio Verdum in Brazil at UFC 198, and then what he did after the fact against Alistair Overeem and Junior Dos Santos put him on a pedestal as truly one of the best heavyweights of all time.
And it should, because when you have those types of names on your resume, you will be considered one of the greatest fighters the division has ever seen. Stipe has the ability to win fights in a number of ways. Unbelievable boxer, has great footwork, but also was a Division I level wrestler at Cleveland State University.
Fights fires pretty well, too.
He's really good at that. Yes, I went to the firehouse, and it's intense as it comes.
Stipe Miocic has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer. Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go with the heavyweight rematch. Alistair Overeem, Stipe Miocic. They fought for the UFC heavyweight title back in 2016. Some people thought Stipe tapped that night, champ.
Alistair Overeem is one of them, but he was getting his bell rung whenever he thought that Stipe tapped. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Couple of chins here being tested early. This could be it. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Overeem. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard.
Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon.
Full side control now.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Control the hands, watch yourself, control the wrist, grab the wrist, grab the wrist.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Hard ground starting to appear.
This is where he wants to be.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by the heavyweight Miocic. 2 minutes to go. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Well, he's avoided a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there.
Not staying still underneath his opponent is allowing him to not get hit with anything too damaging.
Excellent ground and pound there by Overeem. Yes, making all these shots count. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Miocic is back inside control here.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Miocic is in half guard now. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended...
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. There it is again. Look at it. Oh, he's hurt bad. Ooh. Nice leg kick.
Final seconds away.
Oh, no.
And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go.
Careful here.
Round 2 next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheeks. All right, so his legendary...
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Oh, he's hurt. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. That's a good right hand there by Stipe. Maybe he'll attack the body here.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you'd like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here? What?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landing every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Well, it's been a...
Shot hurt him.
No denying that he blocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Stipe's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. Well-placed kick there by Overeem. Yes.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Keep moving. Protect your face, hands up.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Referee took a look at the ringside position after yet another blow hit right on that previously targeted spot. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You got to address this now, because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not going to let you off the hook. You've got to move. You've got to change something to try to turn off.
Oh, he might get finished here. Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh, man, is he on wobbly legs.
Big right hand.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner, because now that damage is starting to pile up.
As his opponent postures up, he opens it. Oh, big shots here. Dean steps in.
Oh, my God.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Stipe Miocic.
All right, the future UFC Hall of Famer Stipe Miocic getting his hand raised here tonight, still proving on this night, as he has done many times prior, that he's one of the best heavyweights in the world.
He's one of the best heavyweights in the world. He's one of the best heavyweights of all time. He has a complete skill set, great wrestling, great striking, and great durability and toughness, which allows him to stand in there with some of the most dangerous men on the entire planet.
All right, so here's the Russian bomber and recent interim UFC heavyweight title challenger, Sergey Pavlovich. This man walks into a fighter meeting and is as about intimidating as any athlete that we sit down with. Tremendous power in the hands, tremendous speed with those hands as well. He works off an incredible jab, moves exceedingly well for a man his size. A lot of people, though, are going to try to challenge his ground game. Trained at AKA back in the day, of course, with UDC. Many people believe, though, when you're fighting Pavlovich, the path of least resistance is to get this absolute giant to the ground. In UFC history, the man who holds the record still for the most consecutive heavyweight title defenses, Cleveland-based firefighter Stipe Miocic, back from the top.
Going into our fight, at UFC 226, he was universally considered the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. And that was rightfully deserved by beating Francis Ngannou, by beating Alistair Overeem, by beating Fabricio Verdum. When you beat guys like that, those honors are cast upon you, and you have deserved them. Stipe Miocic is one of the greatest fighters the heavyweight division has ever seen.
Stipe Miocic steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the octagon. So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one. All right, early round action here featuring the consensus greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, the former champion Stipe Miocic. And it's always interesting to see which version he presents. There was a time when he was competing at 255 pounds. We have seen a much leaner Stipe of late, and he just believes in terms of his speed and his footwork and his boxing. This is where his body and his game is at its best. Pavlovich gets up. He is back on the feet here. All right, early action here in the heavyweight division, and there's Stipe Miocic finding a home for that pull right hand early.
He does it really well. He baits you into throwing something, and the moment you throw, he slips and he lets the right hand fly. He did it constantly against Francis Ngannou in the first fight. It has become one of his better strikes throughout his UFC career.
Now going upstairs with the left hook. Just as good. What a land right there, the seminal blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Miocic is in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Miocic gets up and decides to take this fight back to the feet, despite having a dominant position on the ground. Nice jab. Both fighters throwing heat now. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. So that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by the heavyweight Miocic.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
His opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again?
And this dude's cashing chips. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Great punch. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Oh, nice jab by the heavyweight Miocic. Stipe's chin is held up pretty well, all things considered here. Nice. Nicely done.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
And now some separation. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over.
Great technique on the overhand, now he's hooked.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you're in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has it.
Coverage. Now he's got to reveal everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have gotten the fight finish at that time.
Honest fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Stipe's now dealing with a cheek cut. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the...
Ready. Ready.
All right, second round underway. Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg. Well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
All right, stacked guard here now. The feet are on the hips, DC, so for the top fighter, this is not at all ideal.
No, this is not ideal, because now he has to try and stop his opponent from kicking him away. How do you do that? You attack the feet. You start grabbing the feet with the hands, lead with your hips, grab the feet with the hands, pass the feet to the side, and start to lead with your knee to try to get into side control.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking. Oh! That'll do it!
Oh, my God!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
No tone right here. Come on, voice up. Yeah. Say less. Yeah, let's get it.